All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. I wanted to do a little something different. After I did the Nemesis sessions with James Taylor, at the time of this recording was last night, I wanted to kind of create my own little podcast here live on the RUW YouTube channel. So, welcome to the Dark Messiah sessions with yours truly, Alexander Kelly. And I'm hoping that in future episodes, I can get other people to appear on this podcast. So, yeah, as you can see, I am currently live. It says Real Undisputed Wrestling is live now, Dark Messiah Sessions episode 1. So, yeah, just to make sure this is actually working. And I'm hoping that I could find someone, probably like James Taylor, who could actually teach me how to use this more. Like, how do you add a countdown before you go live? Is what I want to know. So, for this episode, I don't have any guests unless someone in the chat wants me to invite them to the stream. You can say that in the chat. I'm pretty sure it'll pop up like here or something. Your chat message. Um, yeah, should say something. But yeah, I am live on YouTube right now. There are two people currently watching. What's up? This is just a Q and A, just kind of start out my podcast. So if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say, uh, please ask away. And it should appear in a chat bubble. Not there. Like, God dang, point the right way for crying out loud. Like here. It should appear like somewhere right here or something. Um, I do have chats turned on. Wait, let me go to settings. Um, general, like guest. I should have chats turned on. Let's find out. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. Okay, so I have the chat pulled up. So if a comment or a question was made, I can just tap on the comment and it'll actually appear live on the screen over to my left, I do believe. So anything y'all want to ask or say, ask away, and I'll be sure to answer your question. This is just a little starting out of my new podcast here on RUW. I'm hoping that eventually I can switch this little podcast over to another channel, perhaps my own personal channel or the RUW Behind the Scenes channel, which doesn't really have a lot of views, which sucks. So, yeah, if there's anything y'all want to say, um, feel free, and I'll respond to anything y'all have. Who is watching? Can I check live viewers? Wait, I can't actually see who's watching unless a chat message is put in thing. This website actually took a little bit to connect my camera. I had to work on that. I had to disconnect my camera and then connect it back, and disconnect and then reconnect my mic and then my camera. Started working on the site. So, yep. So if anyone watching wants to say something in the chat, um, I will answer or respond. Okay, Parker Teague has asked a question. Would you like to have a match with Kenny Omega at some point? Because I do want to go pro. Obviously, it's a passion and dedication that I have. A match with Kenny Omega at this moment in time is out of the picture because, like I said, I am a rookie and I've only been wrestling uh, short amount of time. But eventually, when I go pro, when I get that experience needed and make an impact with wrestling fans, having a match with Kenny Omega is it's definitely there. It's definitely up there. It's a goal of mine. Maybe have like a 5-star banger with Kenny Omega or something. So, great question, by the way. Thanks for that one. Any other questions for anyone in the chat? My mic. Sorry, I had to reconnect and then disconnect my mic. I was doing some dumb shit. Any other questions in the chat? That was a really good question from Parker T. Like I said, I am hoping to have other guests show up on this as well. Maybe a few of the old WEF guys, maybe a few TBW guys. James Taylor's he probably wouldn't mind appearing on this. Last time he asked me some questions. I think it'd be interesting to ask him some questions about how he got started in his backyard wrestling career and all that. So, um, yeah, that could be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see what other guests I'd have on the podcast. So, I'm hoping that people join within the span of 13 more minutes because I'm going to end this at 8 o'clock because I will be watching AEW. I wonder if there's a way where, like, if I want to react to something, like, maybe I could pull it up, but I don't know. What's banner? This is an example of a banner. Click on a banner to show it on screen. Use banners to summarize your talking points and display calls to action. That's not brain. Oh, that's what that is. Overlay. That's how I fucking do it. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. What's private chat? Is that like Oh, that's only for studio. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to use this. Someone else has joined the stream. Welcome to the Dark Messiah stuff. Well, welcome to the Dark Messiah Sessions, episode one. This is just a little starting podcast. I'm hoping to continue this in the future, maybe have guests join in. But for now, since this is just a starting podcast, this is just a Q&A, maybe help try to get some people that are new to the channel to get to know about me so they can choose
Hello.
to join in on the podcast. Hello, Mother.
Hello, so sorry.
You're good. So if there's anything you want to ask or say, please feel free to post it in the chat, and it should show up on screen once I tap on it. I want to see how these banners work. You're listening to that. Ah, the thing is, it replaces my name. That I don't like that. I thought it worked differently. So yeah, if there's anything you want to ask or say in the chat, feel free to ask or say what's on your mind, and I will pull up your comment on the stream and I will respond to it. It's just a starting episode. I know I said that already, but just trying to get new people interested in the stream and this new podcast so I can have more viewers tune in the future. And I'm hoping eventually to have other guests appear on the channel. And anyone if anyone in the stream wants to join in on the chat, feel free to let me know. We have another question from Parker T. The worst injury I have had wrestling. So if you have followed me through my career, you would have probably known about my fair share of them. But for the people out there who haven't really watched me as much, I will enlighten you. The worst injury I have had during wrestling was when I was in the WEF Big Rumble at the end of 2021. I was entry number 6 in the Rumble, and you can still watch it. It's still on camera. I was trying to deliver a suplex to Toxic, but it was botched on both ends, so I ended up suffering a concussion because Toxic's knee hit me right into the center of the forehead. So I have to say that was the worst injury I've had wrestling so far. I'm hoping I don't get any worse injuries because wrestling is a tough sport, and the fact that some people don't actually take wrestling seriously is it kind of makes me a little agitated. And watch it was like a couple streams ago. You can go watch how that went. Um, but yeah, I have to say the concussion I suffered in the Big Rumble was the worst injury I've had during wrestling. That is another good question coming from the people in the chat. So yeah, keep these questions coming. Pretty good questions. Seems like you want to know a lot about me and about my wrestling career, and that is something I am intrigued about. My mic needs to stop fucking up. If it is, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I've got like static coming out. The cord getting loose. any other questions or anything you'd like to say? Those two previous questions are some pretty good questions. Seems like you want to know about my wrestling career, which I will be happy to enlighten anyone who wants to know about my wrestling career and my experiences. So, if you have any other questions or anything you'd like to say, please feel free. I will get off in about 7 minutes. Yeah. So, if anyone wants to ask or say anything else while I am on the stream for 7 more minutes, feel free. What is this? Waiting for someone to join in on the stream and ask another question. About 5 more minutes before I end this stream and call it a day. And I'm hoping I can do another one of these either tomorrow or within the next week or two. And I hope to have a guest on the stream by that point. So maybe I'll contact a few other people and I can do another stream. I will say though, if you do want to be a guest on here, you need camera and mic access. So I'd suggest using a high quality phone or computer, or I'm streaming this on my Xbox with my webcam attached and my headset connected to my controller. So I think it's easier to do it on the Xbox since I don't have to worry about my battery dying like I do on my phone, or I don't have to worry about quality issues because so far my webcam works perfectly. Because as you can see me clearly. I'm hoping you can hear me clearly. I'll go back and rewatch this, see if there's anything I have to do on the mic quality or anything. But I'm hoping the quality of the mic is good. And yeah, so far there's no one in the chat, but I will give it 3 more minutes and then I'm gonna end this stream and call it a day. Next time though, I'm gonna be sure to add a countdown. Where's that at? Isn't that on my brand? This is just going to be a countdown test. I'm going to test this countdown and then I'll be sure if it works. So this countdown is not me ending the stream. It's just a test feature. It's a 30-second countdown. So I thought, can I make it shorter? Nah. Damn it. Can I add a shorter countdown? I don't know. Okay. So we are going to test this countdown feature and see if it works. Okay, this is not me ending the stream. It's just a countdown test feature. The countdown does work. Just wanted to make sure it works. Next time, I'll be sure to have a countdown before I go live, just to kind of prepare y'all, because I know y'all weren't really expecting this and never really gave y'all a heads up. But I'm hoping next time something can be brought up. What is a StreamYard overlay? I want to see what this is. Okay, it's just yeah. I can't add any overlays unless I pay for it, which I can't really do that at the moment. So I'm gonna give this another minute because it's currently 7:59 Eastern time, and I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go at 8 because I will be tuning into AEW tonight. But yeah, like I said, this has been, uh, as you can see from my name on the screen. Um, I'll go this way. It has been the Dark Messiah, Alexander Kelly. This is Dark Messiah Sessions episode 1. Like I said, I'm hoping to do future episodes with guests and maybe ask them a few things, get to learn about them, maybe open up their platform, and maybe they can open up their platform to me. Um, yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you did, Parker T, thanks for the questions. Um, be sure to tune in next time when the Dark Messiah Sessions goes live. And if anyone wants to be a guest, you can contact me. Where can I find the description? Um, oh yeah. I'm just gonna say it. You can find. Hang on. You can. Hang on. I'm typing. You can find RUW's Instagram. You fuck up when I'm typing. You can find RUW's Instagram at RUW Wrestling, or you can contact me on Instagram. I'm typing again. You can contact me on Instagram at official Alexander Kelly. So if you can contact either one of these accounts, whether it be my Instagram at official Alexander Kelly or RUW's Instagram at RUW Wrestling, you can you can contact either one of those. And if you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, please let me know. Um, I will say though, if you do contact my main Instagram at official Alexander Kelly, that is the quickest way to get to me. Um, we have one more person in the chat, and I know I said I'm going to call her today, but I'm going to give them a couple minutes to say or ask anything in the chat that they feel free to. So, yeah, and I will pull it up on screen and I will answer or respond to it. I'm going to give you a couple minutes if you have anything. I wish I could see if like people were typing or something. I need a better background because this is not it. I need like a green screen or something right here. Cover all this messy shit up. Any other questions or anything you'd like to say in the chat? I will pull it up and be sure to respond to it. Okay, so far no other questions have been brought into the chat. So I'm going to end the stream and call it a day, and I'm going to go watch AEW. And like I said, hopefully I will do some other podcasts with guests in the future. If you'd like to be a guest, you can contact RUW's Instagram at RUW Wrestling. It is on the screen right now. Or you can contact my Instagram, which is the quickest way to get to me. You can contact at official Alexander Kelly on Instagram. And yeah, you can get to me through those if you'd like to be a future guest or just make any comments on the podcast in general. So I'm going to call it a stream. Thank you for tuning in if you did. And I will catch y'all in the next Dark Messiah Sessions episode. Deuces.